Hey mama, are you tired of feeling stressed and overwhelmed trying to grow your online business with your babies at home? You desire more flexibility in your day, allowing you to pour into your family, yourself, and your business without running yourself into the ground. Mama, you can build your dream business and do it in a way that fits your current season of life. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Welcome to the Mama Turned Mompreneur podcast. I'm your host, Andria Singletary, daughter of the king, wife, mama of two, and life and business coach for mompreneurs. On this podcast, you will learn business strategies made for mamas just like you, who desire to be successful CEOs and fully present mamas without stress or overwhelm. So whether you're an entrepreneur who transitioned to a mompreneur or a mama turned mompreneur, I am here to support you. So grab your coffee, notebook, and pen, put in those earbuds, and let's dig in. Hey, mama. So today we are talking about how to run a business as a mom, but really focusing in on 5 areas that require intentionality for business success. I'm really excited about this episode. I feel like I say this a lot. I get excited about all my podcast episodes, but I feel like as moms, it can be hard, running a business because we look at a lot of the experts out there and they're telling us, do this, do that, do this, do that, and you'll hit your goals and whatnot. And a lot of those things aren't realistic. A lot of those things don't make sense. And so I've found for me, and even with my clients, when we are very intentional about what we focus on and what we do, we see those results. Now, yes, maybe it takes a little bit longer compared to Sally over there who has no kids. She's living, the beach laptop dream life for her and whatnot. But you can see major growth in your business. You can build a successful business as a mom. So let's get into the 5 areas. The first one is you have to be intentional about who and what you're investing in. This is something I had to learn as a business owner. Not every coach was right for me. Not every course or whatever, every offer was right for me. I had to quickly learn that whoever I was learning from needed to be a mom too, but not just be a mom, but actually running a business as a mom with little ones, not having a nanny, having a full team, different things like that, who really I could relate to. And even just when it came to courses and stuff, I finally got to the point where I've essentially stopped investing in courses because I don't have the time to sit down and go through them. Now, if it's an audio course, yes, I can do that. But really looking at, does this make sense for me to invest in right now? Is this going to help me with where I'm currently at right now? Really looking at my current goals and everything. And so that's something you have to do. Yes, shiny object syndrome is so real, but you cannot get distracted by that. You really have to look at, does this make sense for me? And even if you're investing in support from a coach, consultant, strategist, whoever, make sure they are truly a good fit. You have to do your due diligence there. You need to investigate. You need to not just look at their Instagram content, but if they have a podcast, binge that, get on their email list. If they have a blog, go read that. YouTube channel, go watch that. Really looking at that, but also reach out to their clients, current or former clients, if you're able to find out that information, which you should be able to, they should have testimonials somewhere. But anyways, do your due diligence, do your homework just to make sure that this person will truly be able to support you, but also make sure you're clear on the type of support that you need. That happens too, where we think we need one thing, but we really need another thing. And that's why too, even for different offers, I do try to I talk to the person first to kind of find out where they're at and what they specifically need. And if my offer is not a good fit for them, I will let them know that and I will recommend something else. Like I had someone who was considering joining the social media detox club. And after talking to her a little bit more, it was just like, okay, no, this isn't going to be a good fit for you. However, I think a week of Voxer coaching would be good for you where you can gain that clarity in your business, really map out your offers and clarify your messaging and getting clear on who it is that you're serving and how you want to serve them. So just making sure that you're doing your due diligence because not everybody is like me. Not everybody's going to tell you, their offer is not a good fit for you and direct you to either the right offer or direct you to someone who would be able to better support you. Okay. So that is the first area. The next area is how you're serving your clients. So specifically looking at your offers, what are your deliverables? And are these deliverables realistic for you and your clients? Now, I bring this up because last year in May, so 2023, May 2023, I launched a 6-month group coaching program. And we had weekly calls. And it was a struggle for me to deliver that. My daughter she hadn't turned, or wait, was she 2? No, she turned 2 this year. So she wasn't even 2 yet. And I tried to plan the calls around her nap time, but as she was getting older, either she skipped her nap or she woke up early from her nap. And it made it challenging to show up. I mean, I still showed up. I, led the sessions with the ladies and everything, but it was hard for me having her right there with me trying to lead the session and whatnot. And she's trying to bang on the laptop and different things like that. And so I had to look at like going forward, okay, this is a lot for me. And it also a 6-month commitment, that was a lot for me. And it was a lot for the ladies too. I even had a couple ladies who kind of fell off towards the end and everything. And so I really had to like reflect on that and look at, okay, what type of offers make sense for me, but also for the clients that I'm serving. I serve mom business owners primarily. So I had to look at that too. So really look at your offers. Like if your offers are stressing you out to execute, or if you find yourself not promoting specific offers because the thought of actually signing a client for that offer stresses you out or makes you feel overwhelmed, it's time to change your offers. It's time to tweak those offers. So again, that intentionality piece, like looking at what makes sense based on your current capacity, what makes sense for your season of life. Okay, so this next one, it's kind of related to the offers, but looking at are the offers you're creating ones that light you up, ones that you enjoy, and ones that your audience actually wants and needs, like it's solving a right now problem. And I bring this up because, like, full transparency, prior to launching the Social Media Detox Club, I really did not like any of my offers. They did not light me up. Especially with like the podcast launch and the monthly management, I didn't enjoy them. And so I've completely phased out the podcast launch. I mean, it's still technically up on my website. I haven't pulled it down yet. But come 2025, I'm not taking on any more podcast launch clients. And then monthly management, I have reserved spaces for a couple of specific people, but that's it. I'm getting out of the podcast production side of things and focusing more on visibility and like podcast strategy and stuff. But anyways, those offers didn't light me up. They stressed me out so much. And it wasn't until I launched the Social Media Detox Club that I realized I did not like those other offers. The Social Media Detox Club, I have never been this excited about an offer. I get so giddy to be able to talk about this offer. And I know that it is a good offer, because literally I have my members, like my members sell the offer for me. Like I've literally had a few members bring in people into this membership, which I'm just so blown away about it. But I can't help but talk about it. I get so excited for our monthly live calls and our co-working sessions and just being able to support the members in Slack. And it just feels so good to me. Like I am obsessed with this offer. And so experiencing that, it set the tone, it set the bar. And it's like, now if the offer don't make me feel that way, it's got to go. And so what is that for you? What offer lights you up? And maybe you haven't found it yet. You know, that's one of the things too, is that we do have to try out different offers until we find the one that feels right, that lights us up, that makes sense, but also just making sure that it is something that people want and need right now. As a business owner, you have to get visible. Without visibility, you're not going to have an audience to sell to. And so I know this offer is needed, but also people are burnt out on social media. I've seen so many posts from people saying they are leaving Instagram, they're tired of Instagram. Can I build my business without Instagram? And I'm here to say, hey, yes, and this is how. Come join the Social Media Detox Club and I'll show you. It's a needed offer right now. Okay, so the next thing that you have to be intentional about is your visibility. So this is a perfect segue because I just mentioned visibility. But your visibility, especially as a mom, it has to make sense for your current season of life. Like you cannot be on 50-11 platforms. Like you can't. You're going to run yourself into the ground. And so you need to be intentional about how you're getting visible and really looking at your current capacity. Like what makes sense for you. This is why inside the Social Media Detox Club, we focus on collaborations. And it's not just bundle collaborations. Like I know there's all this going around about people saying they're tired of bundles and whatnot. We don't only focus on bundles. We leverage podcast guesting. We leverage speaking engagements and not just summits. We also do guest trainings inside of people's memberships and masterminds. We also leverage blog guesting. So there's different ways to collaborate. I even have some members who they are like hosting like joint master classes with people. There are some members who are doing like email swaps. Like there's different ways to collaborate. But the best part is that it does not require a lot of your time or energy. It's so simple. It's not you churning out new content daily. And the best thing about like podcast guesting and guest blogging is that you're creating a piece of long form content. Like that right there, chef's kiss, like that single piece of content is going to go on to live for weeks, months, years after it is published, after it is live. It's not going to go to the graveyard like your social media content after 24 or 48 hours. So it's like more bang for your buck. Like you set aside this time to do this thing and it continues to work for you after it's gone live. The last thing you need to make sure you're being intentional about is your marketing and your sales. So marketing, I look at as you nurturing your current audience. And then sales, it's those conversions, selling your offers and different things like that. And you have to be intentional about that. I sometimes see people kind of get stuck in this kind of like nurturing, giving a lot of value, but not actually making the sale. And you need to be able to know when to make the sell. And honestly, you just need to be selling your offers. You need to be reminding people of how you can support them, where they can get more of that customized or individualized support, where they can work with you to fast track the results. And that requires you to talk about your offers. Don't tiptoe around it. Tell people what it is that you do and how you can help them. Tell people about your specific offers. looking at who your hot leads are and inviting them to work with you. Like, selling is not a bad thing. Selling is an act of service. And I've been seeing a lot on threads where people are saying they're tired of selling and tired of being sold to. That tells me you don't want a business. Because at the end of the day, if you aren't selling your offers, you don't have a business. You have a hobby, and it's an expensive one. So you need to sell your offers, and you can't be afraid to do it. Like, people need your support, but they're not going to know what that support is if you don't tell them. Like, I've even been seeing people say like, oh yeah, I just, give a lot of value and then let people inquire on their own. Well, if nobody knows what it is that you do and how you can help them, they may not inquire. And that is not every buyer type. Like, you have certain buyer types where they will come straight out and ask you, how I can work with you. But that's not all of the buyer types. There are other buyer types who they need detailed information. They're analytical. They need all the data. They need the numbers. They need all of that. So you can't just rely on that. Like, you have to talk about your offers. Even when it feels like nobody is listening, even when it feels like you're just talking to the wall, keep talking about your offers. Keep selling your offers. Because if you want to make money in your business, you got to sell your offers. Okay, so as a quick recap, the 5 areas of business that require intentionality are who and what you're investing in, how you're serving your clients, the types of offers you're creating, and like whether or not they light you up and whether or not they are offers that your people want, your visibility, and then your marketing and sales. And like, I lumped marketing and sales together because I feel like they just go together. Usually if you're marketing, there's going to be some selling involved too when done intentionally. Anyways, if you are looking to work on your visibility and be intentional about it and do it in a low effort, low energy way, join us inside the Social Media Detox Club. I got you, mama. I find the collaboration opportunities for you. All you have to do is apply. And if you don't know what you should be speaking on, like for your signature topics, or if you want to do bundles and you don't know what your contribution should be, I got you. The curriculum inside the membership will walk you through it, but you also get support in the Slack community from me and the other mamas inside. So you literally will have everything you need to start leveraging collaborations for visibility. So if that sounds good to you, head on over to mompreneur.com/membership to join us today. All right, mama, I'll catch you in the next episode. Well, mama, that's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to hang with me. If you enjoyed today's episode, will you do me a favor and follow the podcast and leave a review? Hitting that follow button and sharing your thoughts about the podcast are the best ways to ensure that other mamas like you find this show. Your review also lets me know if you're enjoying this podcast, so make sure to share your thoughts before you go. All right, mama, I'll catch you in the next episode.